Hello and welcome to Big John's Thoughts on the Market for July of 2017. What we're really seeing through the summer of 2017 is a continued theme of stabilization of our marketplace. After a couple years of seeing month over month declines, we're really seeing our market stabilizing, creating some really good opportunities for both buying and selling, depending on the price range and the particular kind of market segment that you're in. So I would like to run through some of the specific numbers with you for the month of June so that we can see exactly where our market's at. If we look at absorption rate, now that is the number of months worth of inventory that we have in the marketplace. If we were not going to list any new properties, how long would it take to sell out existing inventory? Anything from about 2 to 3.5 months is considered balanced. Anything higher than 3.5 months is a buyer's market. And if we have less than 2 months worth of inventory, that becomes a seller's marketplace. So all of Calgary, when you look at it as a whole, there's about 3.1 months worth of supply in the market. So again, pretty balanced, a little bit in the higher end of the balanced market, but still balanced. Now, when you break it down to the particular market segments, this is where you're going to see a lot of differences. The single family detached market is sitting at about 2.3 months worth of supply in the market. So again, it is a very tight market. The better homes, the homes that are priced well, show well, are selling quite quickly. In the starter and first move up part of those markets, we are even seeing competing offers. Anecdotally, on some of our listings, we're seeing competing offers or offers very early on in the listing process. So again, we know that there is real strong demand in that single family detached market. In the attached market, those are your townhomes. What we're seeing is about 3.3 months worth of supply in the market. Again, they're selling okay. Market pricing is relatively flat. Again, if you've got a home marketed properly, shows well, it is going to sell. The apartment segment is still lagging a little bit. So what we're seeing there is about 6.5 months worth of supply in the market. Now that's because there's a lot of big projects that are coming to completion where people bought them as investments or they thought they were going to be able to, rent them out, flip them. And now that the projects are completed, there isn't that demand out there. So there's a lot of supply out there in that market. Those prices have taken a pretty good hit. Some really great opportunities if you're looking to buy into that market, maybe buy that first home or maybe look at buying a rental. There's some opportunities to buy them at deep discounts. So if you're looking for that, please give our team a call because we've got some great opportunities there for you. Now, when we look forward at sort of the number of sales that are happening for every new listing coming into the marketplace, you would expect that overall Calgary, single family detached and attached, we're seeing that there's about 0.55 of a sale to 0.65 of a sale, depending on the particular market segment. But again, apartments, only 0.4 of a sale happening for every new listing coming into the marketplace. So once that number is under 0.5 of a sale, you start running into increased inventory numbers. And again, that's why you're seeing those high absorption rates in the apartment sector. Overall sales are up about 5.5% versus last June. We're seeing new listings are up 21%. Now, don't get too alarmed by that. What you're seeing is that in the single family detached market, as prices are creeping up in some sectors, as people are seeing prices stabilizing in the higher priced homes, a lot of people that maybe were holding off are starting to bring their properties to market. As a buyer, that just means that as these prices are stabilizing, that you're going to have more inventory to choose from. So a great buying opportunity for you. What we're also seeing is overall inventory is up about 11% versus a year ago, driven by a couple of things. One is that as the market stabilizes, people are coming into the market. But as we also talked about with apartments, what you're seeing is that a lot of new projects coming to completion and a lot of those inventory units are coming into the marketplace. Developers that have a lot of standing inventory in the apartment space. What does all this mean though for you? Well, it means that there's really opportunities in all segments of the market. You just got to know where to look and you got to plan that move out properly. So for example, if you're looking at buying your first place or an investment, some of those starter condos, lower priced townhomes. There's some great opportunities there to buy at some really good prices and under some really good terms. If you're looking at moving up, that starter first move up market is doing really well. We're seeing strong prices there, whereas the higher priced homes haven't seen quite as strong of a market. So you might be able to move in to those larger homes, and the difference between your starter home and that move up home might be in a situation where there's great equity you could build into that purchase. If you're looking to downsize, there is a much more of a stabilization in that marketplace of the higher priced properties, some great opportunities in villas. Some of the projects that we represent, we're seeing some huge price adjustments on those villa projects. So, versus where they were a year or two ago. So again, some great opportunities there. It's really all about us understanding what you're trying to accomplish and then putting a plan in place to achieve it for you. And that's what we talk about in our office every day, is that we want to be able to figure out what our clients are trying to accomplish, what their goal is, and then put a customized marketing plan together. Can't believe it's been 20 years since I started doing this. Feels like yesterday sometimes, and other times it feels like 20 years. But over those 20 years, my team and I have really developed some market-proven strategies. We've helped a ton of you with multiple moves, and we look forward to speaking with you, helping you with your next move, that next investment. But it all starts with a phone call or an email, so then we can sit down, we can talk about what you want to accomplish, and put a plan in place. Hope everyone enjoyed Stampede. Looks like some nice weather for the rest of the summer, and hopefully we'll talk to you soon. Have a great day.